Hello. Is it working? Happy Mother's Day, if it's working. Find out first. Yes, Emma. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Chloe. Hi, Megan. Happy Mother's Day. Hi, Amanda. Hi, Carol. Hi, Jessica. How are we all? Are we okay? Hello, 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 hello. Hi, Becky. Hi, Kim. Hi, Teddy. Hi, Victoria. How are we all? Hi, Chloe. Thank you, Chloe, and to you too. Happy Mother's Day. Whoop, whoop. I hope everyone's had a lovely day or a lovely Sunday. Either way, it's been gorgeous weather this weekend. Apparently, the weather forecast for us is heavy snow on Thursday. Yep, it turns into heavy snow Thursday and then raining all next weekend. So the weather's literally spinning round for us this week, which is going to be quite fun because the kids were ecstatic. My son wanted to put sun cream on every day. He wanted to wear shorts. He didn't want to take his coat to school. And now he's going to have to get used to cold weather again. So, yeah. Hi, Jane. Hi, Maria. Hi, Carol. Hi, Joe. How is everyone? Have we had a good weekend? And to you too, Cindy. And hello, my lovely. Hi, Nicola. It isn't until the 8th of May, Teddy. I know, we've got different Mother's Days, haven't we? Which is why I hope you've had a happy Sunday, my lovely. Hello, Karen. Hi, Suzanne. Hello, 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 hello. So today is a normal live. Oh, my bags are a little bit stushed. So it's just normal live oyster openings on our Mother's Day. So if you would like to order, you can do so. If you would like to order, if you do so on our website, you can find the link in the description above. And I'll do an updated order list when we get to the end of the current one, if that's the case. Now, we do have our supporters bonus, which ends at the end of the live today. So, let me just explain. If you're a supporter, if you order an item of jewellery off the website, you get a bonus oyster for each item of jewellery which you have ordered. So 1 item of jewellery, 1 extra bonus oyster, 2 items of jewellery, 2 bonus oysters, and so on. If you're not a supporter, and you would like to become a supporter, it's £3.49 and that's charged each month. You can cancel it at any time, so it's not a contract or anything like that. £3.49 a month, and of course you get lots of other benefits as well. This is just the promotion we have this week. So like I said, it ends tonight. So if, for example, you already have an order tonight, you're not a supporter, but you would like to be one before your opening, if you do so, you still get that that bonus. If not, you still have your opening as normal. So it's, yeah, I just wanted to make everybody aware. So that does finish at the end of the live today. New Kindle for Mother's Day. Oh no, Emma. Well, I'm glad you've got a new one. My earrings are the heart hoop earrings, so it's a continuous hoop. And then these ones have got the heart on the end. Now these ones are not in stock, but the same design, but just with the star on the end, is in stock. So this continuous hoop, and then the pearl sits on the end, but it's got a star. So they are on the website in the hoop earring section. So very, very, very similar ones are on there. So you just thread it through your ear until you're happy with where it's sitting. I've actually spent all weekend in these earrings this weekend. Happy Mother's Day to you as well, Marie. Hi Tanya, happy Mother's Day. Hello. Okay, so I posted the order list earlier on the page. It's actually on the pinned post on the page. So the post which says, it's the one with the purple flowers and it's Mother's Day Live. So it's actually pinned to the top of the page. So if you click see more, the order list is at the bottom there. We've currently got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people on the order list. So it's not going to be too long a wait if you would like to order. Hopefully everybody's here, fingers crossed. Of course, the clocks have changed in the UK. So we are on, obviously, at 7:30 normal time, but if it was yesterday, this time would be 6:30. Well, 6:45. So we're an hour off, kind of. So I feel very strange. Possibly, Sarah. Is the black cord still on there with that style bracelet, or is it more just the silver one you're looking for? So, shall we get started for today? Excuse me. I haven't had a drink in about an hour and a half, so I'm quite parched. Right, so I'm just going to need to clear that throat. Excuse me. There we go. I had a frog in my throat. Ever so sorry. It is coming back in, Sharon. The PWB bracelet with the lock system at the top, and then it was like the hoop bangle, if you like. That yeah, it went out of stock really quite quickly, but I already had more on order. So yeah, that is coming to me. Okay, sure. So hopefully as soon as it comes back in, it will go back on the website. Okay, Sarah. So if you pop me an email over, the email address is info@pearlsofbrecon.com. You'll be able to find the email address on the Pearls of Brecon page or the website. If you email me requesting that, I'll be able to, if I've got any of the black cord ones left, I can I can make you the silver ones instead. So just pop me the email over and I can get that sorted for you. Hi Jess, hi Sharon. Right, up first today is Bronnie Van Leer. Bronnie Van Leer, are you here? You've emailed the other day, then that's perfect. So we normally get back to email within 48 hours from it being sent, Monday to Friday. We don't always get back to emails over the weekend, so it is Monday to Friday. So if you've emailed either Thursday afternoon come Friday, you should get a reply back tomorrow, okay? So I haven't seen Bronnie so far, but we will just give her another moment. So Bronnie Van Leer, are you here? If not, we'll move on, and I can add her back in again if she comes on in a little while. Obviously, with the time change and everything, it might be, she may not be here yet. Okay, so we're going to move on, and then like I say, if she comes on, we can add her in again. Of course I can, Julie. I'll pop it in the comments here. There we go. So I've just posted it there. It's also in the description above. Okay. Right, up next then today is Lorraine Thompson. Lorraine, are you here? Lorraine, hello, hello, hello. And you're a supporter. Thank you ever so much. Which means that you have got 2 oyster openings altogether. And then with your bonus, that makes 4 oyster openings altogether. So, Lorraine, 4 oysters. What 4 oysters would you like? And would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? Good evening. Welcome to everybody joining. We had a lovely day yesterday. We went to Chester House, which was nearby. And the children, the kids fed some lambs from the bottles, and then they went on a massive Easter egg hunt. And then we had our first barbecue of 2022 yesterday evening, so it was quite a nice day. Can we have a natural and a expand the rainbow and 2 mystery? Of course you can. Natural, expand the rainbow and 2 mystery. Donate the shells, not a problem. Thank you ever so much. Now, are there certain colours that you're hoping for? So there's 1, 2, 3 and 4. Kirsty, it will be the autofocus. So the camera does sort of autofocus, obviously, so it focuses on the best thing for you guys to see. But with that, it does sort of do a little to zoom in and zoom out. So you will see that sometimes. Right, so let's go down, Lorraine. Starting with what I believe is, possibly mix them up, but this one is, I think, the normal one, but we'll have a look as we open him up. So hoping for a sea green and a nice natural pinkish colour. Okay, so there's one side and the other side. And in your first oyster, if I spin this around, you have a lighter colour there. I'll double check what, and you are twinning. So your natural oyster and you are twinning, my lovely. Let me have a squidge here for you. There's no more in that one. So if I dry these up for you and pop them in the sand, and they are pinky rose golds. I love that. If you were hoping for pinky-ish ones, these are pinky rose golds. So you can see that they're a rose gold base with a sort of lighter pink overtone. And then moving on to your next oyster. Little. Thank you, Aaron. Sorry, Aaron just came in. Thank you for the tea, Bab. Moving on to your next oyster, which is your expand the rainbow oyster. There's one side and the other side. And in here you have a bright, bold apple green. Now, I know you said you was hoping for a sea green, so we've still got 2 more oysters to go. But with this one here, you have a apple green. Now, this apple green, he does have a darker spot to him. So let me just hold him up so you can see. So base green. Then he's got a couple. Can you see that bright one there? So one there, and there's another one just under. Can you see it there? Just under where the pearl picker is holding it. So bright green with a couple of brighter spots. And then moving on to your mystery oysters. So mystery oyster number 1, we've got a light pop there. And here, there is your mother of pearl. Straight away I can see a darker purple pearl. Now he is a darker, looks to be Cadbury purple there. There's no more in that one. So again, I'm going to pop him in the sand for you. There's your Cadbury purple. And then moving on to your last oyster, which again is your mystery oyster. Lighter pop there. And in here, there is your mother of pearl. There's no pearls on that side. And I can actually see in here that you're twinning. And you're twinning with darker and lighter chocolate bronze pearls. There's no more in that one. So you've got a darker and a lighter chocolate bronze. Let me again dry them up for you, and we'll pop them all. Pop them in the sand. Right, let me just rearrange those because I just knocked the... Okay, so let's have a look. So you've got your pinky rose gold twins, darker and lighter chocolate bronze, and then your purple and your spotted apple green. What do you think to these? Now, if you're happy with these, Lorraine, that's perfect. I'll need to know which one you'd like on your jewellery. And if you're not happy, we can swap him for you. So, Pinky Rose Gold number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. Pinky Rose Gold number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5, so they're the same size there. Dark Purple's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5. Dark Chocolate Bronze is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. Lighter Chocolate Bronze is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's not a 7.5, he's an 8. And the Apple Green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He's an 8. So switch the green for sea green, of course. Now I actually sorted out all the pearls earlier, so I'm really hoping that I'll be able to find the pots a lot faster today, she says. So we're going to have one of the rose golds on there, sea green there, and swap the chocolate for blurple, darker chocolate for the blurple, of course. Let me grab a blurple for you. Okay, so if you have a look here, just confirm if that green and blurple are the correct shades that you're looking for. They're perfect. Perfect. Okay, so just let me bring you back up. And I've got that all down for you. So I pop your pearls in here. Okay, so that's in there for you. And then we also have Irene Wilson. Now, Irene, are you here? Irene, I've just seen you. Hello, my lovely. Now, Irene, I have a little message for you. It says, can I say Happy Mother's Day from Lorraine and the girls. So again, that's Happy Mother's Day from Lorraine and the girls. And I can say, Irene, you have 2 oyster openings altogether. What 2 oysters would you like? And would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? Not a problem. So what 2 oysters would you like? Would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? Help! So it depends on what sort of colour you're looking for, Irene. So mystery bag is sort of a mix of all the colours, okay? Then depending on the colour, like I say, you're looking for, we've got the lighter rainbow bag, lighter rainbow colours, darker rainbow bag, darker rainbow colours, then the normal natural coloured bag, okay? So you've got mystery, which is a mix of everything, expand the rainbow, which is lighter rainbow, Nunu, which is darker rainbow, and natural, which is more natural colours. Oh, bless you, Sophie. Oh, can she have expand the rainbow, please? She's looking for violet type purple. Yes, expand the rainbow is definitely the bag you'd like to go. You'd want to go for. So 1 and 2. Are we keeping or donating these shells here? So let's get these open for you. And let's go down. Donate the shells, bless you. Thank you, Irene. So let's open up oyster number 1. Good luck, my lovely. There's one side and the other side. And in oyster number 1, we have a baby pink pearl there. There's no more in that one. So your first pearl has given you a baby pink. Let me dry him up for you. And if I pop him in the sand here, there we go. Moving on to oyster number 2, which again is your expand the rainbow oyster here. So in this one, there's one side and the other side. And in here, straight away, I can see an autumn peach there. Let me just have a squidge, and you're twinning. You're twinning with autumn peach twins there, my lovely. And there's no more in that one. Now, Lorraine did say you're hoping for possibly a violet purple. So with these colours, when I hold them up, if you're happy, that's perfect. If you're not happy, that's absolutely fine. We can swap them for you. So just let me know what you would like to do. You've got a baby pink and then twinning autumn peach pearls as well. So if I run these ones through the board, your baby pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Autumn peach number 1's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. Or autumn peach number 2's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. Oh, not a 6.5, he's a 7. So the peach twins are measuring slightly different sizes there. You'd like to have a purple for the charm, of course you can. Do you have a preference which pearl you'd like to swap out? And if it's a peach, they are different sizes if that makes a difference. I'm going to grab you the violet purple. However, once I show you, if this is not the correct shade, let me know and I can get some different purples for you to have a look at. Okay, what do you think to that purple there? Is that the shade you're looking for? That's perfect. Which colour would you like to swap out, my lovely? Just going to bring you back up again, and then you can let me know which one you'd like to sort of replace with that purple. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to everybody joining today. The one on my right. I would assume that's the baby pink. Let me go down to show you. Again, it's just because it's a mirror image. I get confused if what my right and what you're seeing. So I'm assuming my right would be the baby pink here. Is this the one that you mean? I'd like to swap this one out. I've already taken the purple out, by the way. He popped him in the bag because he was a definite one that we're going to be keeping. So the other end. No, it's fine. So what you're seeing, Irene, is a mirror image. So it's not you, it's me. I get confused on which side. When somebody says left and right, I can never remember and I get confused, which is why I like to double check. But that's perfect, and I've got that down for you. So Lorraine and Irene, I hope everything's okay there. Thank you both for the donations with your shells, and I hope that both of you will be happy with everything once it arrives. And that's safe up there for you. No, you're very, very welcome, my lovely. This is my one. I got 2 mugs today. This is one of my new mugs. So it's green, which is amazing. It's got golden stars. And here it says, oh, you can see reflection, but it says Superwoman. And it's a really good sized mug. So yeah, I'm very happy with it. And then the other mug has got pictures of the kids on, and yeah, very, very mumsy. But I was using that one all day, so that one's currently in the wash. I haven't watched Bridgerton yet, Samantha. I saw it come on, and actually I thought to myself, I'm going to save that and watch it while I'm working and then the kids are at school. It's not that I'd have it on the main TV when the kids are around anyway, but it's not one to have on just in case the kids come in. So yeah, I've seen it on there. I haven't watched it yet. Right, up next then today is Jutta Lehrman. Jutta, are you here? Have you watched it, Samantha? Is it good? Is it as good as the first one? Oh, sorry with the chair. Hello. So sorry. Aaron waved at me. Oh, Kathy, don't I know it? Jutta, hello. Jutta, I hope you're feeling better. So thank you, obviously, for being able to pop on at all. We would have held it back until you were feeling better. So I hope you are feeling a little bit better. So what I actually did was I counted up your openings before the live today so I wouldn't get it wrong, because you're a supporter as well. So we've got, Jutta, 15 openings, and then you've got 10 bonus openings because you are a supporter, which means, as long as I've got this correct, you have got 25 oyster openings altogether. Oh! So, what 25 oysters would you like? What do you think? Now, if you wanted, we could do like 5. You could see what colours come out and then go for another 5. Or we could just pick all 25 in one go and do it that way. It's completely up to you, because obviously we can swap colours anyway. But yeah. What do you think? What would you like? When I counted them earlier, I was like, oh, I was excited. We might have to do a couple of sand swaps around, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. If you ordered tonight, it will be done tonight, Joanne. There's still spaces available for today. So if you did order today, I'll do an updated order list once we get to the end of the current one. $10 mystery, 5 new, 5 normal, 5 expand. Love that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I might have to retop that up again. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Normal. 1, I dropped 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then new. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're just going to double check those. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, dropped 1, 13, 14, 15 there, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, the one I dropped. So let's get these open for you. Right, just bear with me, because we're gonna actually open, if I just pop these here, we're gonna open all the mysteries first, and then I'll move on to the next ones. Okay. So I don't think the tray will hold all of the oysters once opened up. Sue, bless you. Thank you for the stars there. Although we could try. Do you want me to try hold them all on the tray? Oh, it's good weather for it, Samantha. It's quite warm, but with a bit of a breeze. I think I can fit them on. Maybe not all of them, but... It is, yes. Yes, it is, yes. So to confirm, the order numbers are 22455, 22370, 22483. Okay. Oh no, it was cold. Oh no. Chessington's huge though, isn't it? We'll soon get warm walking around there. Almost done opening these up. So, I just thought if we actually just get them all open, then we can just go for it. So we're opening up your 25 oysters. just are there certain colours that you're hoping for at all here? And I assumed we was donating the shells. Just confirm for me though if you prefer to keep them. I bet they do. Right, so that's all of them open. I managed to kind of fit them on. Let's go down. You can just sort of see a pile of oysters. And if I move the tray, you can sort of see them all piled up the side as well. Okay, 25 oysters. What colour are you hoping for? All colours are welcome, and donate the shells. Okay, so let's go for it. Oyster number 1. There's one side and the other side. And in your first oyster, you are twinning. Good start then. You're twinning with Pinky Rose Gold twins to start with. There's no more in that one. So let me pop these in the sun for you. Now visually it does look like you've got one slightly darker, one slightly lighter rose gold twin, as you can see there. Moving on to oyster number 2. There's one side and the other side. And in here, you are twinning for a second time. There's no more in that one. Now you're twinning here with gorgeous, bright coral pearls. So again, let me pop these in the sand for you. So I'll try and keep the twins on one side for you. It is today, Kathy, yes. Moving on to your next oyster jutter. There's one side and the other side. And in here we have a lighter, brighter, icy blue. There's no more in that one. So I'm going to pop him on this side here. So there is your icy blue. Then moving on to your next oyster. There's one side and the other side. And in here you are twinning for a third time, and you're twinning with lilac purple twins, and there's no more in that one. So, oh, lilac purple twins, let me dry them up again. And here they are in the sand. Moving on to your next oyster. There's one side and the other side. And you are twinning for a fourth time, and twinning with Blurple twins here. There's no more in that one. So Blurple is a mix between blue and purple. So I'm just drying them up, and again then I'm going to pop them in the sand for you. So far we've got 4 sets of twins and 1 single pearl. We've got Pinky Rose Gold twins, Coral twins, Lilac twins, Blurple twins, and then that lighter icy blue. Moving on to your next oyster. There's one side and the other side. Oh, and in here, nearly a runaway there, but we've got a brighter pink. And there's no more in that one. So there is your brighter pink next to the blue there. And then your next oyster. There's one side and the other side. And in here you have a chocolate bronze, and you're twinning for a 5th time. And there's no more in that one. Now I am going to have to change the kitchen towel here. So far we've had 7 oysters, 5 sets of twins, and 2 single pearls so far. In fact, I'm going to move the single pearls over so we can pop the twins in another line here. Now with the chocolate bronze twins that have just come out, it does visually look like you've got one set which is slightly larger than the other, and then there's all your pearls there so far. Moving on to your next oyster. I might have to just cover those up so I can get the... Oh, that's gonna... Okay, so your next oyster. There's one side and the other side. And in here you are twinning, and you're twinning with Snow White twins there. And there's no more in that one. Again, visually these do look like that's different sizes. So we've got a larger and a smaller twin. Now I definitely think they're going to come out measuring different sizes as well. Sometimes visually they do measure the same, but those two I do definitely think they're going to be different. But beautiful Snow White twins there. Moving on to your next oyster. There's one side and the other side. And in here we have a larger, darker pearl. There's no more in that one. Karen, bless you. Thank you for the stars, my lovely. Now, your darker pearl I've just popped on this side, and that is a darker gunmetal grey. Hoping you can see that there. Beautiful darker gunmetal grey. And then your next oyster. There's one side and the other side. And you have a autumn peach, possibly slightly two-tonal there. There's no more in that one. I wish, Samantha, if that was the case, I'd keep them all. He's just slightly two-tonal. So if we have a look here, you can just see he's slightly lighter, slightly brighter as you go around the pearl there. And then moving on to your next oyster. There's one side and the other side. And in here we have a single chocolate bronze. Again, quite a large pearl there. There's no more in that one. So I'm going to pop him in the sun. So far that's 5 single pearls and 6 sets of twins. So single pearls on that side and then the twins there. So that's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That was 11 oysters so far out of the 25. So moving on to the next oyster. There's one side and the other side. And in, oh, flying oyster. Now it landed next to my keyboard. Flying pearl even, should I say. Now the flying pearl is a lighter rose gold. So let me pop him in the sun for you. Lighter rose gold next to that chocolate bronze there. And then your next oyster. There's one side and the other side. Oh, and in here you have a black cherry there. There's no more in that one. So here is your black cherry. Let me just move these so we can fit them in the line. So the black cherry on the top line in between the chocolate bronze twins and the blue. Then moving on to your next oyster. There's one side and the other side. Oh, and a runaway, but you're twinning. And you're twinning with lighter rose gold twins there. And there's no more in that one. Oh, no. So twinning with lighter rose gold twins. Again, let me pop those in the sand for you. There they are. So that would make 7 sets of twins. And then moving on to the last oyster of this type of shell, which will leave the 10 mystery oysters. Okay, so this is oyster number 15. There's one side and the other side. Oh, and popped out there you have a snow white. And there's no more in that one. Okay, so 15 oysters so far. And you have 7 sets of twins. So what we're going to do, Jutta, is shall we take a screenshot of these? Would you like me to go through and measure them? Of course I will if you'd like. I mean, I'll do it anyway unless you tell me not to. But if I zoom in closer and you can take a screenshot, because then we can sort of reset the sand ready for the mystery oyster pearls, because we've still got 10 oysters to go. So on this side here, you've got pinky rose gold twins at the top, bright coral twins, lilac twins and blurple twins. You then have chocolate bronze twins, snow white twins and rose gold twins. And then on this side you have got the brighter pink, icy blue, black cherry, darker gunmetal grey, autumn peach, chocolate bronze, light rose gold and bridal white. What do you think to all of these, Jutta? Screenshots are taken. Perfect. So what I'm going to do, all your twins are different colours. So all the twins are going to go into one bag. Then all the single pearls will go into another bag. And then that way you can email me whenever you're ready. There's no rush, my lovely, but whenever you're ready, you can email me with your colours of which ones you'd like to go where. Oh, wait, sorry. Do you want me to measure them? So sorry. Let's go through and measure them. Let's go back down. So we're going to start. I've taken away the twins already, so we'll start with the single pearls and I can bring the twins back again. So are we ready? Which one's the cherry? This one's the cherry. Can you see his sort of black cherry tone? Right, so we'll measure the black cherry first. He's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Your chocolate bronze is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. Peach, autumn peach is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He's an 8. Your gunmetal grey is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. The pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5. Your bridal white is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He's a 7. Lighter rose gold is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5. And the icy blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He is a 6.5. So they're your single pearls there. If I bring the twins back again. Let's just put them into twins. Okay, so measuring your twins, my lovely. Your pinky rose gold twin number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Pinky rose gold twin number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. They're measuring different sizes there. Chocolate bronze number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. Chocolate bronze twin number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. So they're measuring different sizes there as well. Lilac purple twin number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He is a 7. Lilac twin number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5. Again, those twins are measuring different sizes. Your blurple number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He's an 8. And blurple number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He's an 8. They're the same size. Snow white number 1, the visually smaller, is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5. And the visually larger of the snow whites is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. So they are definitely measuring different sizes because that one was a 7.5. Lighter rose gold number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5. Rose gold number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5. They're measuring the same size. And then the coral number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. And coral number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. So they're measuring the same size there as well. Okay, so again, let me just pop these in here and then we'll move on to your mystery oysters jutta. Okie dokie. You want to give a coral to Jane Tear. You want to give one of your twins to Jane Tear, is that correct? Is that correct, my lovely? Let's go down for the next set of oysters, which, like I said, are your mystery oysters. I'm just going to have a really quick sip of tea. Oh, Jutta, that's ever so kind of you. Not a problem. I've grabbed one of your corals here and I'm going to pop that in for Jane. And I've made a little note here as well. So Jutta, that's so kind of you. So I've popped that to the side there. So let's move on to opening your mystery oysters. So mystery oyster number 1. You've got a lighter pop there. And in here, there is your mother of pearl. And you can see here in the back, I can see a little blue in here. Let me pop. Oh, another flying pearl. There we go. Oh, it looks like you have a Pepsi blue. There's no more in that one. So your first pearl out of the mystery oysters is a Pepsi Blue. Again, I'm just going to pop it to the side, and then if we get any twins, they'll go on the other side. Moving on to mystery number 2. You've got, again, quite a nice softer pop with that one. And there's your mother of pearl. And in here we have a chocolate bronze pearl there. So let's squidge him out. And again, have a squidge, see if there's any more in here. There's no more in that one. So here is your chocolate bronze. Moving on to your next oyster. Ooh, quite a nice louder pop with that one. And in here, there is your mother of pearl. And I can see a blush pink here. And there's no more in that one. So you have a blush pink. And I'm just going to dry him up for you. And then let's run the next one through. So your 4th oyster. Oh, and you have a runaway. And there is no more on that side. So in here, if we have a squidge in here. Now, so far, the one that has popped out is a dark purple, and there's no more in that one there. So your pearl from that 4th oyster, there we go, nearly got mixed up there, is a dark, now he looks like gorgeous grape purple there. Well, I hope you have a brilliant birthday, Emma. Moving on to your next oyster. We have a lighter pop there. Yeah, we'll do an updated order list once we get to the end of the current list, okay. There's no pearls on that side, Jutta. And I can see a dove grey. Now the dove greys are a really popular colour at the moment. So I'm just having a squidge to see. Nope, there's no more in that one. So we have a dove grey here. Let me dry him up for you and pop him in the sand. Then your next oyster. Again, all these are mystery oysters. So we've got a lighter pop there. And in here, there's your mother of pearl. And I can see in there, you are twinning. And you're twinning with Blurple twins here. So I'm just having a squidge, and there's no more in that one. So twinning Blurple twins. That was from your 6th oyster there. So let's pop them on this side of the sand. So there's the Blurple twins in the sand for you. Then moving on to your next oyster. Lighter but sharper pop there. And in here you can see there's no pearls on that side. But we can see that we've got a pink pearl there. And you have a candy floss pink. And again, there's no more in that one. So let's dry him up and pop him in the sand. Now I'm going to pop him below the blush pink. Then hopefully you can see that one is lighter, one is brighter. Hopefully. I know you are, Jutta. I do hope that you are recovering. I know it might be slow going, bless you, but I hope you're feeling better each day. Moving on to your next oyster, we have a lighter pop there. And in here, there is your mother of pearl. And you've got a two-tonal icy blue. So if I squidge him out and have a squidge in here for you, you have a two-tonal icy blue. So let me dry him up for you. And if we run him around just so you can see the two-tonalness. So you can see lighter and brighter areas as you go around the pearl there. And then we've got 2 oysters to go. So moving on to your next oyster, you've got a sharper pop there. There's your mother of pearl. And if we have a squidge in here, you have a icy blue. That sort of ran to the side there, but hopefully you saw that pop out. So a lighter icy blue there. Again, he's slightly two-tonal, but not as much and not as large as the previous one that just came out. So again, let's get these focused. Why has it stopped focusing all of a sudden? Okay, so this one here is lighter and brighter again there. See, he's just a different size. And then moving on to your last oyster. So again, this one is a mystery oyster. Got a lighter pop there. There's your mother of pearl. And I can see straight away that we have a chocolate bronze. And there's no more in that one. Okay, so 10 mystery oysters. You've got 9 pearls and 9 single pearls and 1 set of twins. So again, let me hold these up, and if you'd like to take screenshots. So you've got Blairpool twins on this side. And then on this side, you've got blush pink, chocolate bronze, Pepsi blue. Candy floss pink, dove grey, grape purple, two-tonal icy blue. Both of them are two-tonal icy blues, but you've definitely got a larger and a smaller one. And then you've got a chocolate bronze again there. So I'll just hold it out so you can see them all together. So again, I'll measure them. Now, just so if you've got the screenshots, are you happy to email me which colours you'd like where, and of course if you'd like any colour swaps. Now, of course, I know you're recovering, so there is no rush at all. Whenever you're ready, even if that's in like a month's time, we can just hold on until whenever you let me know. Or if you feel like you're up to it tomorrow, that's fine as well. Do you know what I mean? There's no rush or anything on that. Let me measure them. Your Blairpool twin number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. Blairpool number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's not a 7.5, he's an 8. So they're measuring the same size there. Pepsi blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. Chocolate bronze is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Blush pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Grape purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. Dove grey is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And candy floss pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Your chocolate bronze is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. Lighter icy blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. And the larger one's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he is an 8. You're going to email me. Perfect. Jutta, 25 oysters. Are you happy with the colours? Are you happy with the selection that they've given you there? Of course, you can swap them, so just include that. If you're not happy, we can swap all of them if you wanted to. But yeah, what do you think? I'm just popping these. Oh, Jane's one I'll pop on here for now, so then it's not a loose bag, but then I can process it tomorrow. So I've got your donated gift to Jane's hair as well. Does anyone keeping count? I can count them quickly. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 25 pearls, no, 25 oysters, 33 pearls. Whoop, whoop. Okay, so pop these on here. Thank you ever so much for the donations with the shells there as well, Jutta. And that's safe up there for you. Sorry, I'm just catching up on my tea. I can drink larger sips now, but again, I still have to wait for it to be cooler. Right, up next then this evening is Sarah Bestwick. Sarah, are you here? Oh, Jane, bless you. Jutta, in case you didn't see, Jane said thank you once again, Jutta. I did wonder, Jason. I did wonder. Yes, of course, Samantha. Well, thank you for joining us today. So I'm looking for, I've got itchy nose, I'm looking for Sarah Bestwick. Sarah, are you here? They do. It really does. That's why I did wonder, Jason. I didn't know if that's what it worked. So Sarah, if you're here, please type I'm invisible. It will bring your comment forward so I can see you. And if anybody else sees Sarah, so it's Sarah Bestwick, please comment on her comments because then it will bring it forward so I can see. Okay, I haven't seen Sarah, so we're going to move on. If she does come on, we can add her in again, but it will be to the end of the order list. Up next is Cindy Brown. Cindy, are you here? Now, I saw Cindy earlier, so hopefully she's still here. Oh, bless you, Anne-Marie. Cindy, hello. Now, Cindy, you've got 2 oyster openings here and you're a supporter. Thank you very much. Which means you've got 3 openings altogether. Now, 3 mystery oysters and you'd like to keep your shells. Are there certain colours that you're hoping for? 1, 2, and 3. Let me get them open for you. Joanne, I don't think so. I think off the top of my head, the oyster opening comes alongside it. However, because that's off the top of my head, if you click on the item and then scroll down slightly to read the description, it will tell you if it comes with an oyster opening or not. And that way, obviously, if it says comes with 1 oyster opening, then yeah, it's all included. Let's go down, Cindy. Is there certain colours you're hoping for? So, oyster, oh, donate the shells. Not a problem. Thank you ever so much. So, mystery oyster number 1. You've got a lighter pop there. And a slight runaway there. So there is your mother of pearl. And let's have a squidge in here. There's no more in that one. So your first oyster has given you a darker pearl. Let me just confirm the colour. He is a darker gunmetal grey to start with, Cindy. So you can see he's not quite black. He does have that sort of dark grey tone through him. And then moving on to oyster number 2. Do you want to know what song's in my head today, Jane? You have a lighter pop there. And in here, Cindy, there is your mother of pearl. And I can actually see a darker pearl again here. So let's squidge him out and have a squidge in here. And there's no more in that one. Okay, so he is a darker purple, slightly two-tonal here. Let me show you. So slightly two-tonal with some chocolate tones, but definitely more purple. Hopefully you're going to be able to see. So yeah, you can see the flashes of purple there with a few chocolate tones running through him. And then moving on to your last oyster, Cindy, which again is a mystery oyster. So you have a lighter pop there. And in here, there is your mother of pearl. And you have 1. And I can definitely see another one. 2, 3, 4. Cindy, you are quadding. You have got 4 pearls in the 1 oyster there. So you are quadding, my lovely. So again, let me dry these up for you and pop them in the sand. So you've got a darker gunmetal grey, a lighter pastel apple green, a light watermelon and a brighter pink. What do you think to these? Now, Cindy, I will need to know which 2 you would like on your jewellery. So if you're happy with these, let me know. And if you're not happy, we can swap them for you. So it's completely up to you. If we run them through the board, your darker gunmetal grey is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. The darker purple is not a 5. Oh, he's a runaway. Not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he is a 7. And then your bright pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. Light watermelon is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Pastel apple green is not a 5, Runaway, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5, and the darker gunmetal grey is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He is a 7. Okay, what do you think to these? There is space this evening, Laura Rose. If you would like to order, I'll be doing an updated order list shortly. You don't need to pick which oyster you'd like when you order, because I always ask anyway, so you can let me know on the live. Change the dark for dark watermelon for the jewellery, the dark purple, and which is it? Those two, so the quadding grey and the purple. Oh, there we go. So bright watermelon. Okay, so have a look here, Cindy. Are those the two that you'd like to swap out? And then if so, are these the two that you'd like to have on the jewellery? And then of course the pearls that are left, are you happy with those ones? Hoop fittings on the rest, of course you can. Can you just confirm if you're happy with all the colours there? Yep, perfect. So I've got bright watermelon on the jewellery, and then you'd like hoop fittings on the remaining pearls. The invoice for the hoop fittings, that will get sent across tomorrow for you, and that will go to the email address that's on the order form. Okay, Cindy, thank you ever so much for donations with your shells there. So that's on there, and then safe up there. So I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. The song that's in my head is the, I think it was Pippi Longstockings, the "What shall we do today? What shall we do today? What shall we do today? What shall we do?" That's just repeatedly going round in my head. Was it Pippi Longstockings? I can't remember. Very happy, perfect. Is it Pippi Longstockings? I haven't seen Pippi Longstockings in years. I don't even know if it's still going round. But yeah, that's the tune. Very random. It is. Right, up next today is Shawn Cummings. Shawn, are you here? Okay, so we've got Shawn Cummings up now, and then we've got Joe Carter, and then we'll be doing an updated order list. So if you have ordered, you can see whereabouts you are on that list, and if you would like to order, I can obviously add you onto the new list and you'll hear whereabouts you are. If you would like to order, you can do so on the website. It is above. It's www.pearlsofbrecon.com. It is Pippi Longstockings. Thank you for confirming, Jason. So I'm looking for Shawn Cummings. Shawn, if you're here, please type I'm invisible for me or bring your comment forward so I can see you. And if anybody else sees Shawn, please comment on their comments. It will bring it forward so I can see. Just Googled it and it is Pippi Longstockings. I thought it was. Like I said, I haven't seen it in years, but I've just got that on kind of like repeat. Not a problem, Laura Rose. I will, obviously, yeah, I can see it here actually. I've just printed some off, so I'll do an updated order list shortly. Last call for Shawn, if not we'll move on. So at the moment I will be adding 3 people on to the end of the order list. So it's not too long of a wait if you would like to order. Right, there we go, they're all printed off. So now I haven't seen Shawn, so we're going to move on. So if they come on, we can add them in again, but it will be to the end of the order list. Let me just mark off that I'm not here yet. Oh, no, wrong colour. There we go. So up next then is Joe Carter. Joe, are you here? Joe, hello. And you've got your daughters Meg and Lauren. Hello Meg, hello Lauren. And can they choose the oysters for their bracelets? Of course they can. And Joe, you're a supporter as well, so thank you ever so much. So, would you like Meg and Lauren to go first? And then if so, who would like to go first? Meg or Lauren? Which one of you would like to go first? So let me just write down that we're going to have one for Meg and one for Lauren. Okie dokie. So we'll do these ones first and then Joe will do your openings afterwards. I do, Kathy, yes. I don't have them on here. I have my wedding ring on, but if I have like the pearl rings, the gloves don't, it just doesn't work with the gloves. But yes, I do. I wear my rings. Oh, Anne-Marie, I hope it comes out okay. Hope they're here. Okay. Oh, Meg, I can see you. Would you like to go first, Meg? I haven't seen Lauren yet. Oh, Lauren, is it you, Lauren Ames? And you'd like to let your mum go first? Oh, bless you. So, Joe, would you like to go first then, as Lauren has requested for you to go first? Bronnie, hello. Meg said mum first as well. Perfect. So Joe, you are first, requested by the girls. What do we have ordered? Oh, okay. So I'm assuming that the 2 that are the same are for Meg and Lauren, and then the other items are under your name, Joe. Is that correct? What flavour though, Jason? That's the question. Yes, okay, so that means you have got 1, 2 and a 4 pearl oyster, and then you have an additional 2 oysters because you are a supporter. So that means you've got 4 oysters and a 4 pearl oyster altogether. So what 4 oysters would you like? And then I'm going to get the 4 pearl oyster out now. But what 4 other oysters? Oh, that's a loud bag. What other 4 oysters would you like? So we've got mystery oysters, which are a mix of all the colours, lighter rainbow colours, darker rainbow colours, or normal's natural bag. I'm just going to open up the 4 pearl oyster. Spicy beef and onion. Ooh. See, I've been on a diet since the middle of January. So I haven't had anything since like 15th of January. So pizza sounds so good. But yeah, I'm not allowed pizza. No, no, no. Double decadence. What's on that, Jason? Tell me. Light rainbow, please, and a mystery, of course. Would you like 2 of each, or would you like one of one, 3 of another? What do you think? So you've got four choices. So is it 2 and 2? Thank you, Bab. I'll just pop that one there for you for a second. It's this bag. I might need it back in a second once Jo's picked what oysters she would like. I'm not Saskia, no. One of each and 2 are for Lauren and Meg. No, so Jo, because you're a supporter, you get a bonus oyster for each item of jewellery that's on your order. So with your 2 items, it automatically comes with 2 oysters and a 4 pearl oyster. So because you're a supporter, you get an additional 2 oysters there. And then Meg and Lauren are each going to have 2 oysters each as well. So you've got 4, and then Lauren's got 2 and Meg's got 2 because of the supporters bonus, which is so I hope you're happy. So yeah, I've got your 4 pearl oyster here. You still get an additional 4. So what 4 would you like? Is that 2 and 2? Thank you, Bab. It's that one there. Thank you for the tea as well. I hope I've explained that. No, don't be sorry. Don't be sorry at all. It's me. I haven't explained it properly. 2 of each then. Perfect. So you've got more oysters than you even realised, which is brilliant. So 2 mystery, 2 expand the rainbow. If you've said already, I'm ever so sorry, but would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? So let's get these open. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Okie dokie. So they're all open there. Oh, let's just wipe that. Oh, now my desk is so sorry. Baby wipes on this desk make it. There we go. Sorry, I had something I just need to take off. Right, let's go down. Donating the shells, perfect. Is there certain colours that you're hoping for, Jo? We're going to start with your mystery oysters. So mystery oyster number 1. You've got a lighter pop there. And in here, there is your mother of pearl. Now, from your first oyster, I can see that we have a watermelon. So you've got a lighter, but still quite a nice bright watermelon there. I'm just having a squidge for you. And there's no more in that one. So let's dry this up. So watermelon to start with. You love the icy blues and the autumn peaches and the blurples. Okay, fingers crossed for autumn peach, icy blue and blurples. Moving on to oyster number 2, which is your mystery oyster. So you've got a lighter pop there. And then in here, there is your mother of pearl. And if we have a squidge in here, Ooh, and you have a darker pearl there. Now there's no more in there. If I just hold that closer, you can see that dark bit there, it's just the tail. So that's not a pearl there at all. Okay. So let me have a closer look at this darker pearl to see what colour he is. He is a darker chocolate for you. So watermelon and chocolate. Then we'll move on to your two Expand the Rainbow oysters. So Expand the Rainbow number 1. There's one side and the other side. And in your first oyster, you have a lighter apple green. There's no more in that one. So here is a lighter apple green. Moving on to Expand the Rainbow oyster number 2. There's one side and the other side. Oh, and you've got a second apple green. It popped out backwards there. Now he visually looks larger than the green that just came out a moment ago. So again, let me just dry him up and pop them in the sun. So from your 2 mystery and 2 Expand the Rainbow oysters, you've got a watermelon, a chocolate, and a larger and a smaller apple green. So now we're going to be moving on to your 4 pearl quadding oyster. So in here, there's one side and the other side. And in here you are quadding, and you're quadding with, there's no more in that one, and you got the blue that you was hoping for. So Joe, let me dry these ones up as well. We'll pop them all in the sand and then we'll go through the colours for you. So you do have a gold, another apple green, a icy blue and a pink. You love them all. I'm glad you're happy. Now if you prefer to, we can, if you're not happy with any of them, we can swap them for you. If you are happy with them all, that's perfect. And I'll just need to know which colours you would like where. So all of the pearls are yours, but I just still need to know which colour you'd like on which item of jewellery. So you've got 2 apple greens, a darker chocolate and a watermelon, and then your quadding oyster has given you a gold, a apple green, a icy blue and a pink. If I run them through the board for you, your watermelon is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He is a 7.5. The darker chocolate's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He's a 7. The smaller apple green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's not a 6.5. He's a 7. And the larger apple green's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He's an 8. Your pink from the quadding oyster is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. The icy blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. The apple green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He's a 7. And your gold is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He's a 7 as well. Sorry, Bronnie. I did sort of think when I saw you as first on the order list, Bronnie, I thought, oh, I might have to add her in later because our clock's changed. Can we swap the chocolate brown with the matching icy blue? You can indeed. And then which colours would you like on your jewellery? That one was just a touch too small there. touch too bright. Just right. Okay, so have a look here. I've taken away the chocolate, which is over here. And then there is the icy blues. Need to buy more jewellery for all the greens. Can you have the icy blues on the jewellery? Of course you can. Just confirm to me if you're happy with those blues there. And I'm just going to bring you up so I can write this down. So we're going to have the icy blue, and icy blue. Move the chocolate over there for you. I thought that as I said it soon. It did. No, you're very, very welcome, Jo. So I've popped these on here and thank you for the donations of the shells. So who's going up next, Meg or Lauren? Who would like to go first out of the two of you? Yeah, the clocks went back. I thought I had a lay-in when I woke up at 9:30. And then like an hour later I realised, oh, it's 8:30. It would have been 8:30, so it's still a slight lay-in, but not the 9:30 I thought it was. You can go, Lauren. Okay, Lauren, you're up. Lauren then, my lovely, you've got 2 oyster openings altogether. What 2 oysters would you like? And would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? Can you have 2 of the natural colours? You can indeed. And you'll donate them. Bless you. Thank you ever so much. Lauren, is there certain colours that you're hoping for? Let's get them open. So there's 1 and 2. And let's go down. So oyster number 1. There's one side and the other side, and in here you have a lighter rose gold, and there's no more in that one. So your first oyster, you have a lighter rose gold. If I hold him up so you can see. Maybe a dark grey or black, or maybe baby pink. Okay, moving on to oyster number 2, Lauren. There's one side and the other side. And in here you have a bridal white. Okay, and there's no more in that one. So you've got a rose gold and a bridal white. So let me dry these up for you. And pop them in here. Now, again, what do you think, Lauren? If you're happy with those, that's perfect. And if you're not happy, we can swap them for you. If I run them through the board for you, your rose gold is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. And your bridal white is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. So they're the same size there. What do you think? If you're happy, You're very happy. Perfect. Which one would you like on your jewellery? What do you think? Thank you so much. You'll have the bridal white on your bracelet. Perfect. Lauren, I'm glad you're happy with that. Let me just pop a little note in saying that's your one. So Lauren is in here, and then I'll write down bridal white on there. Perfect. So Meg, you are up next, my lovely. You have also got 2 oyster openings altogether. What 2 oysters would you like, and would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? Silver 12. So they're on order, Wendy. I didn't realise they went out, but they are now on order. 1 mystery, 1 expand the rainbow. And you'll donate the shells. Bless you. Thank you ever so much, Meg. So are there certain colours that you're hoping for? Mystery and expand the rainbow. Let's get them open. 1 and 2. So let's go down. Mystery oyster number 1. Lighter double pop there. So in your first oyster, there is your mother of pearl. And straight away, I can see what I believe to be, yep, he is a candy floss pink to start with. Don't realise there could be such a range of colours. Oh. Well, we'll see what comes out, my lovely, and then you can decide if you're happy, that's perfect. And if you're not, there's always the option for swapping them. So first colour out is a candy floss pink. And then moving on to oyster number 2, which is your expand the rainbow oyster. There's one side and the other side. And in here, you are twinning. And you're twinning with larger lemon yellow twins, Meg. So let me just dry these 2 up as well. And again, I'll pop them in the sand for you. Okay, what do you think to all of these? So again, all of the pearls are yours. I'll just need to, sorry, my clip just fell out. All of the pearls are yours. I'll just need to know which one you'd like on the jewellery. And then if you're not happy, we can swap them for you. You've got a candy floss pink and twinning lemon yellows. So your pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. Yellow number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. And yellow number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. So they're the same size there. the middle yellow on the jewellery? Of course you can. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop that middle yellow in a separate bag, just so I know it's that one with the little note in there, and then here's a note to say that the other two are yours as well. Perfect. I've got that all down for you, and I hope you're happy with them. So if we pop them on here as well. Perfect. Thank you, Meg, for the donations with your shells as well. No, you're very, very welcome. So that is Joe, Lauren and Meg. I hope all three of you are happy with everything there. And of course, we'll be happy with everything once it arrives. Thank you all for the donations with your shells. And yeah, I hope you're happy. That's safe up there for you. We will be back. Oh, bless you, Joe. But no, you're very, very welcome. Very welcome. It's very, very rare that there's no pearl in oyster because they are cultured. Obviously, oysters in the wild, it's extremely rare to find a pearl there. But these are cultured to have oysters in, so to have pearls in, sorry. So it is very rare not to find a pearl. If that is the case, though, as it has happened just a handful of times, we just pull another oyster out for you. So you're definitely going to get your pearl or pearls. But yeah, if it happens, we just grab another oyster. Right, up next is Bronnie Van Leer. Bronnie, I believe you're here. Just confirm for me though, if that's okay. And then after Bronnie, we're going to be doing the updated order list. Let me have a look over here and see. Hello, Bronnie. Oh my gosh, where did I... It's because I read donate and Bronnie at the same time. Sorry, Bronnie. So you've got one opening altogether. You would like to donate your shells. What 2 oysters would you like? No, sorry, 1 oyster. What 1 oyster would you like? And would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? Bronnie, should we start again? I'm getting all mixed up. It's just... Oh, mystery. Okie dokie. Is there a certain colour that you're hoping for? So let's go down. So mystery oyster, is there a certain colour that you're hoping for? Your mystery oyster. Quite a nice lighter but louder pop there. Oh, and you've got a runaway. There is your mother of pearl. And I can see 1, oh, runaway, and 2, you are twinning. You said you was hoping for purple or blurple. Bronnie, you are twinning with blurple twins here. So let me dry them up for you. And twinning blurples, my lovely. Now they are slightly two-tonal. Here they are in the sand. What do you think to these? Again, if you're happy with these, Bronnie, that's perfect. If you're not, we can swap them for you. Blurple number 1 is not a 5. Not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. Blurple number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5 as well. So they're the same size there. Can you have them both on jump rings? Of course you can. I've got that down for you. Now your invoice for the jump rings, that will get sent across tomorrow for you, Bronnie, and it will go to the email address that's on the order form. So that's safe on there. Thank you for the donations with your shells, and I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives as well. Okay, so we're going to do an updated order list now. So if you have ordered, I will read out the list as I'm typing it. I'll then post the list on the page and in the comments for you. Okay, so just bear with me while I'm reading it and typing it, but then I'll pop it on the page and in the comments so you can see. Bronnie, you're very, very welcome. So up next would be Sue Hutchinson. And then we have Julie Ann Bailey, Laura Atling, Kathy Rax, and Joanne Brooks. Okay, so 5 of you on the order list there. Again, there is still spaces available, so if you would like to order, you can do so. The order list is going to be updated on the pinned post on the page, so there's going to be a dotted line, and then the new order list will be posted, so then you can see whereabouts you are. So that's just saving there. There we go, and if I pop it in the comments for you as well. Perfect. And Sue, you're up first and you are here. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, so Sue, you have got, you are a supporter. Thank you ever so much. So you have got 1, 2, 3 oyster openings, and then with the supporter bonus, that is an additional 3. So you've got 6 oyster openings altogether. What 6 oysters would you like, and would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? Mystery and donate, so perfect. Are there certain colours that you're hoping for? 1, 2 and 3, 4, 5 and 6. Let's get them open. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. What does my mug say? What does your mug say? Oh, that made me chuckle more than it should. So my mugs is a Friends mug. So it's, do you know the window frame on Friends? So this is the handle like the window frame. It says there, the one with the ... and then on this side it says Friends. I know it's very reflective. So yeah, my Friends mug. Perfect. So Sue, let's go down. Like I said, is there certain colours that you're hoping for? Mystery Oyster, number 1. Oh, that was a beautiful pop there. Nope, I've got to stop because Facebook has just kicked me off. So those of you, if you're watching on YouTube, we're going to restart and see you for part 2.